2, 3.
What's good, y'all? This is GRC crew. We back.
Finally,
We back.
Man, been a minute.
Man, I know y'all been missing us, man. We miss y'all too. Before y'all do anything, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love, you know. And we're reacting to, you know what I'm saying, the King Slime, you know what I'm saying, the takedown of Young Thug and YSL. So we, you know what I'm saying, free Thug, but you know what I'm saying,
free Gunna.
You be in the street life, you get street results. So you know what I'm saying. So let's get right into it. We're not gonna waste any time,
Man, free Wanna. That's crazy.
He didn't wanna be. Never mind. He didn't want to be there though.
Man, bro.
Dang, I know that nigga was just cooling too.
Let's see what
that nigga said slap like 100
You know where
times.
you have the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself while you are there and anywhere else, anything that you say can be used against you.
He is the one they're all afraid of. He's the one that's King Slime. He is in videos talking about messing with them, you're gonna die. They have 10 100-round choppers talking about weapons. They said just screw it, take it to trial.
Social media is a wonderful tool.
They're really using his lyrics against him, bro.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. That's
crazy.
That's what they're really trying to use. They trying to paint him as a kingpin. So they really want to get him. They trying to get him like 50-something years, bro, easily.
That's
King
wild.
Slime. He's King Slime. He's King Slime.
I heard that they can't do that when it comes to like video, like not video, but like say if you made a documentary, like a movie or something, they can't use that against you, but they can use your music.
They just passed that bill, bro.
Oh,
they can use your lyrics, bro, for your court, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they always.
It's over. It's gonna be dog.
So many rappers.
Dog. So many people getting taken down, bro.
Into every indictment we bring nowadays.
Basically, you can't make shit.
You just screaming goddamn slime this, slime that, but if I get shit, slime that.
They pull up like right here. They was just filming it like, you know, sideways behind the car in the street.
Alright, what is up everybody? We're gonna talk about this YSL takedown. It's one of the craziest stories, and slowly, over 9 years, the state set up wiretaps to monitor Young Thug's crew, documenting every hand gesture, and tattoos and photos, captions and emojis were all collected as evidence, and Young Thug's label, YSL, was actually an organized gang enterprise, who had been in a 7-year war in Zone 3 Atlanta with the rapper YF and Lucci and his crew, and it escalated to robberies and murders. Witnesses got bribed out of testifying, and when rivals caught YSL members in a building, they forced them to strip naked and take photos, throwing up their gang signs.
Yeah, they naked. Ain't nobody trying to grab the gun like, I ain't gonna let them strip all my poppers right here.
The fans were shocked. They named Young Thug as the kingpin, saying his own members feared him for his power, and that all the events Young Thug would put on in the city were actually recruitment events for YSL, who had made so many enemies that DJs got choked out just for playing Young Thug's music. But the biggest insult for police was the whole time Young Thug was leaving hints in the music, bragging about giving the lawyers millions to handle all the killings, or on a gold record when Young Thug was rapping about, I shot at his mommy, now he no longer mentions me. He was really talking about getting Lucci's house shot up and wounding his mother in the process.
They pull up like right here. They was just filming it like, you know, sideways behind the car.
And everything came.
Why did he have to say that, bro?
I mean, just because he know about it don't mean he did it.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, like, if I really don't like somebody, right, and I hear some bad stuff happen to them, I'll be like, oh, by the way, this also happened to you.
But
maybe you should.
How did you directly pin that to? He can be talking about anything, bro.
I mean,
any
like he was talking about, like, he could be talking about another op he had,
or he could be talking about somebody else's story. You don't know, like it's a very broad.
Music is too vague.
It's too vague, bro. To like,
it's circumstantial. That's the word we use.
Even though. Alright, go ahead.
I'm about to say that's just circumstantial. That's all it is.
Months ago, on Cleveland Avenue, Young Thug's block, as Atlanta police moved in on a housing complex, they wanted to arrest the YSL member for an armed robbery. But the dude escaped, shooting an officer 6 times before they finally brought him to Fulton County. In 2 days, he got on the phone with Young Thug and asked permission to murder Thug's rival, Lucci, who was sitting in the same prison. And while Thug was trying to fly drones past the jail windows to deliver cell phones to his guys, he didn't realize the state was already one step ahead. and it planted cell phones with other inmates to listen in on all their calls. Now, we're getting into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. Let's go.
No,
Watch
that's
this.
crazy.
I can show you how to get this.
Nigga had drones to give it to his nigga.
First off, that nigga got drones. This nigga got more money than I thought.
I mean, my nigga said, "Where there's a will, there's a way."
No, that's crazy, bro. Flying drones.
They almost got that nigga, bro. Lucci, they almost got him. He got stabbed in. You know, he got stabbed in prison. He was asking to get out on bail because of that. He got stabbed.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Damn, oh, okay.
Okay, Atlanta. It's the entertainment hub of the South, the Silicon Valley of trap music, and one of the only cities who kept their clubs open during COVID because in Atlanta, music is the currency. It's a place where the suburbs, the mansions, and the slums are all grouped together and divided up into zones that are determined by police precincts. For this particular story, we have to travel southeast to Zone 3. It's home to new stars like YFN Lucci out of Summer Hill and Young Thug hailing from the infamous Cleveland Avenue corridor. Generally, the more south you go in Atlanta, the more dangerous it gets. Everything from the Chevron to the Exxon gas stations on Young Thug's block is gang territory. It's where YSL conduct their business. You could even find YSL's rivals patrolling these gas stations brazenly.
Bro, niggas just walk in with AK-74s in their
pants. He was on
pants.
Young Thug's territory with the ops.
That's where we at,
Man, look, bro, we on hot block. Ain't none but slimes around there, bro. This whole area where we at is still slime shit.
See, most fans know YSL as Young Stoner Life, the name of Thug's label. But that's corporate camouflage for the real name of YSL, Young Slime Life, which over the years have built into a gang syndicate, connected the blood sets across the East Coast, and a sprinkle of Crips from the city. What Thug's been able to do since being famous is incorporate their slang into the music, making it popular, with fans around the world saying slime or slat, meaning slime life at all times. Your slime is your brother, somebody you trust,
I ain't even know
but
what
also
that
to
is.
slime
I ain't
someone
know.
is to do them dirty. It started as a blood term in New York and traveled along the East Coast. Now Atlanta crews like YSL get the credit for popularizing it. And there's a lot of slime shit that goes down in Atlanta. The state even accused 2 YSL members of passing around phone numbers to orchestrate the murder of one of their own guys 2 months ago. Now that's real slime shit. The merch site where you can buy Thug's clothing is all green colors and slime themed, with YSL lingo being heavily branded in the imaging and the music over the years, generating tens of millions of dollars. But this was also a way for the government to track the gang's communications on social media. Everything from hand signs to snake emojis and green hearts became identifiers for Atlanta police, who knew Young Thug since he was a kid, when he broke his English teacher's arm, punched him in the face, and was forced to do 4 years in juvie as a result.
Damn,
punched
nigga.
the teacher in 8th grade. Now he got kicked out.
Punch the teacher.
He punched the teacher in the mouth. Bop! Thug for B100. Thug come from the slums. I'm talking about like the dirt.
Young Thug was a popular kid in and around the Cleveland Avenue area. You could even see him here at the famous Cleveland Avenue functions as he plotted on making it big in rap. And by 2013, Young Thug signed to Gucci Mane for $25,000 and was already dropping hits, all while his crew was committing
Get out of here! He signed with Gucci at first?
gifting and
Yeah,
stolen
bro, he was
weapons
with
that the
Gucci at
police knew all about. By the next year, Young Thug was famous, and it was confusing because he would wear dresses.
All the real Thug
saying
Cold
90%
rappers.
of his wardrobe was women's clothing. But he had backing from big-time bloods like Birdman, who took him under his wing. It became obvious how serious Thug
I'm
was
surprised,
when the game tried to instigate a beef with him.
I'm surprised they didn't get Birdman.
That nigga so under the radar. Though,
I'm
bro.
saying, bro.
Nah, not them.
That's one I'm surprised they ain't try to go.
But they probably are. The same. They said they was looking at bro for 9 years, bro. Can you imagine that? Like,
But Birdman probably ain't actively active. Dog was, bro. It was too current, and you super big. Birdman was kind of behind the scenes. Wayne was the really big.
Yeah.
So all he gotta do is be behind the scenes with it. Cause you know, real gangsters move in silence, bro. Birdman ain't finna really. He just finna blood gang, woo, but he ain't really finna see the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And ended up apologizing quickly.
Real nigga gonna apologize, and shit ain't nothing, man. It's all love, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that one. Chill.
But all good.
together with Rich Homie Quan, who was also buzzing out of Atlanta, they were the faces of Rich Gang, an unstoppable duo. But by 2015, Rich Homie and Young Thug suddenly split, with clips going viral of Quan calling Thug gay at a concert. The media believed this was the reason they fell apart. But the story goes much deeper.
Oh, I need to figure it.
When you ain't even signed yet. I'm sitting here like fuck a deal, cause it ain't even crossed my mind yet.
God, bro, they used to make some good ass videos.
They, man, that's all like, dog. They was a great duo, bro. They was perfect, bro. They was a perfect duo, bro. I was like, dang, man.
Oh, they music, that was bangers.
Dang.
The video you see was on Birdman's private jet. You could see Rich Homie Quan with Soulja Boy, Young Thug all together having a good time.
I thought it was a tour
The man
bus.
you see in the back here was Rich Homie Quan's manager, Donovan Thomas, who also happened to be the leader of the Inglewood family Bloods from the neighborhoods just north of Young Thug's block, Cleveland Avenue. Donovan Thomas was known in southeast Atlanta as Nut, and on the surface, Young Thug and Nut were friendly and even had a business relationship. But just 3 months later, it all changed. One night in the new year of 2015, Nut was outside a barbershop in Castle Hill, Atlanta, waiting to get a haircut. And a silver Infiniti creeped in from the east side. The car stopped in front of the barber's, rolled the windows down, and bullets started spraying out, killing Nut and wounding a 14-year-old boy. The 5 people in the Infiniti sedan were all YSL members, and the car itself was traced through a rental car service by the state back to Young Thug's government name, who had rented it out just 3 months before. 2 weeks after the murder, Thug was on a jail call with the leader of the Sex Money Murder Blood set stationed in Atlanta, saying sacrifices have to be made and soldiers have to fall in order for the battle to be won. It was rumors that Nut had turned state and become an informant for the government, creating turbulence in the blood hierarchy. YSL had to eliminate him quick. 16 days after, Thug posted a video to Instagram saying, "You lie to your family, then get in the courtroom and tell the truth. Y'all need to get fucking killed, bro. From me and YSL." 3 months later,
Hold on, pause
Lil
that,
Wayne's
bro.
tour bus would get shot up on the high.
And you know, the Nut dude,
Yeah.
Lucci was cool with him, bro. Lucci and him, they was like, that was his guy, bro. That's how he like long live Nut. Like, that's dude. Young Thug was cool with him too, but they said dude was probably an informant, bro. So when you kill a government informant, bro, it's over, bro. That's when I think this one probably they started looking into this nigga.
Yeah,
bro.
they have.
That's when they once you kill an informant, bro, it's over.
Why would you get a rental in your name?
But to shoot up something
that
you
killed
could have
me
just.
is, but 3 months, bro. Who keep a rental for 3 months, bro? That's a long,
I don't think that was
a long
no. I don't
time.
think it was a rental for 3 months.
No,
I think he
said,
got the rental, but they traced it back. They like, dog, that's the rental Young Thug. Bring it out. Because this nigga ain't finna rent out for no 3 months, bro.
That's what I said in my head. Why you get a? I was like,
But they like, hey, 3 months ago, around this time, this nigga
I guess
had that. So they like, oh, and it was in his name, so.
That's crazy.
That's no.
He could have just bought them niggas their own car, bro.
I bought like a little trap.
Or gave them money
to go buy
a car, bro.
Or they gave
Ditch it.
I'd have bought a little truck.
And then why you got plates? It's
makes
the rental
sense.
plates on the car, bro.
Exactly. I don't know.
That wasn't smart.
I'm about to say
they be doing some smart stuff. Go ahead.
Nah, you can't be that dumb, bro. Cause I wouldn't even got a rental from my own city. I would have rental for out of town, bro.
Facts.
It'd have been out of town.
They couldn't trace it. They couldn't trace that.
Oh, scoot down a little bit more, DJ. Oh, I got you.
Out of town. Out of town.
No,
out of town hitters.
They
don't listen to that.
It don't make sense. Still, all right, man, let's get back to it.
Yeah, back to it. Sorry.
Out of your family and get in the courtroom and tell the truth. Y'all need to get fucking killed, bro. From me and YSL.
Damn.
3 months later, Lil Wayne's tour bus would get shot up on the highway in Atlanta.
I remember this.
A YSL henchman was arrested for the shooting, with Birdman getting on a Taft phone call with this YSL associate, telling him he did everything he could and to come get his money.
Just come out here and get this money, bro. Just love money and use direct. You did everything you could do, bro. Strictly business.
See, it was clear to the state.
Yo, what?
Why they trying to hit Lil Wayne for?
So Birdman wanted to take Wayne out because he wanted to leave, bro. That's what I'm getting from this.
Is you
getting this?
That's all.
That supposed to be your son, bro. That's crazy.
It's business. What'd he say?
said
Strictly
strictly
business. Telling you though, this industry, bro. Go ahead. As I said,
YSL
I'm cool.
was actively using their power. And back in Zone 3, the killing of Nut had spawned a war that was amplified by the music. YSL had the advantage with Young Thug's position in the music industry, but Nut was mentoring an upcoming rapper named YFN Lucci from Summerhill, just north of Young Thug's flat. And Lucci would mount an offensive against Thug that would escalate dramatically, catching a bunch of YSL members that same year and forcing them to strip naked, saying fuck their gang.
Yeah, they naked. Ain't nobody trying to grab the gun like, I ain't gonna let them strip all my pockets right here.
Lucci was also making good music that had practically the whole city of Atlanta in his corner. And he began using the internet to antagonize Young Thug, bragging about how he slept with Thug's fiancée, singing about having threesomes with her in songs, then wishing happy birthday to one of Young Thug's daughters publicly, even posting a photo of her to his Instagram. But the payback was swift and nasty. Within weeks, Lucci's house got shot up, wounding his mother in the process. At the same time, Young Thug was elevating his YSL guys like Gunna into the industry, growing their fan base. All while back in Southeast Atlanta, YSL was hijacking cars, robbing guns, and gifting them to Young Thug and Gunna, who were moving militant, like it was a war erupting, even getting pulled over in a different county for speeding while riding with a security detail filled with YSL members who were strapped up with AK-47s.
You got dope, you got money, you got guns. Trifecta, okay?
But Young Thug always seemed to get out of trouble, bonding out, dodging the charges, and that same year, dropping a massive record with Juice WRLD. In it, Thug brags about YFN Lucci's mother getting shot, saying, I shot at his mommy, now he no longer mentions me. But the music was already being carefully examined by the APD, and a few months later, tensions escalated further when Thug found Lucci's car at the world-famous Lenox Mall. He posted a photo saying if it weren't for what Lucci did for his own family, that he would have killed him. But just months later, in an interview, Thug said it was all for fun, and that he wished Lucci nothing but success.
What's going on with you and YFN and Lucci? Sometimes I just like to have fun. It's no hard feelings. I hope you get richer than me. That's not life.
He was lying through his teeth, because back in Atlanta, Lucci was the target in 2 separate shootings within 2 weeks of each other, as YSL members snuck around Lucci's neighborhood at night and found him filming a music video inside a fenced-in complex. They started taking pot shots at him, with Lucci's crew returning fire in the darkness.
Everybody started shooting. They just started shooting back. We kind of knew like the area where they were coming from, but it like they was outside the gate. Somebody shot my fucking little Russ who was with us, man. Nigga ass on the ground, shooting on the fucking ground.
All while this was going on, the younger YSL members were expanding operations into the northeast side of the city, breaking into railroad depots, looking for shipping
behind the
containers
scenes,
and robbing
bro.
them of their contents, posting photos of these lists on their phones of all the crews they were at war with, and that same year, traveling to the graveyard where Nut was buried, and spray painting Slat in big green letters all over his tombstone.
I don't think y'all niggas got more than us is dead now. Like, we wrote this shit in blood. I had it before slime. And we also wrote it on niggas.
It was only a few months later, one of
Snitching on
YSL's most
himself.
prominent members had just beat a murder conspiracy case. You know him as the rapper Yak Gotti, who in 2015 was caught with rifles speeding on the highway on the way to do a retaliation hit. After another YSL member was shot and beat up at the Magic City strip club, the two picked up rifles and got into a high-speed chase with police, crashing into a guardrail. Yak Gotti did 4 years in federal prison as a result, and was now free and building up a rap career with Thug's backing. And just before Halloween, they found Lucci's car again at Lenox Mall.
Oh yeah.
Gotti decided
That's
to take a
what
photo standing on top of the car, flipping the middle finger.
They got his plates on there. They took a picture with the plates,
It
bro.
was great for promo, but equally good for the police, who were quietly documenting every social media post.
Yes,
they would
bro.
later reveal Gotti as one of the 5 members riding in the car the night of Nut's murder at the
Oh
barbershop.
my
And this photo on top of Lucci's car, in the state's eyes, proves that Gotti was actively making threats on behalf.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Bro, it had his plate number on there, bro. So all they did was run the plates, bro. All they did was run the plates. And literally just did it like that, bro. That's all they did.
Case solved right there.
Yeah. They like, oh, this nigga is on YSL. That's YFN Lucci's car. They're dry. Okay, yep. Alright, we're gonna bring him in. Bring him in. They're gonna bring all these niggas in. They got enough off the social media.
I just don't understand. Like, why put yourself in this situation? You out of jail. You just got out of a.
That's all they know, though, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you know, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you know.
Half of
That's
YSL.
literally their life, bro. And it's fun for them, bro. This stuff is fun for them.
Let's antagonize people. Well, not people. Just white men.
Life.
And really, Lucci and them wasn't beefing until Nut died. Once dude died,
it was like
Lucci and them wasn't even problematic. Once that happened, Lucci's like, all right, I'm finna take all my niggas I'm cool with, all these gangs, I'm finna have them go against y'all. That's how they rivals started. They wasn't even rivals until Nut died, bro.
I don't even know.
And Nut was Nut was a blood, bro.
So I'm trying to think. I don't even know.
But he's like
Lucci
songs. So a higher ranking from jail told Thug to
go off old boy because
he
was
snitching.
Yeah,
he was
snitching.
But I don't know if somebody was higher ranking because Thug was down there in the position of.
I mean, but you can't be a snitch, bro. Like that's the.
But they didn't know if he was the actual snitch or not.
They just heard. They just.
I mean, you can't even hear that. Like, if you really about that,
but niggas be lying all the time, though, bro.
You can't.
Niggas be lying all the time just to get you off, bro.
I mean,
something must have happened, like.
But
like,
I mean,
a bust must have happened. He was probably the only one who did.
I'm about to say,
he probably didn't get a lot of time. He probably didn't get a lot of time, bro. Like,
he was either privy to some information that not a lot of people knew.
Added up, bro. Or probably the dudes they talked to, bro, on the jail call was like.
So he was either privy to some information not a lot of people
probably
knew.
Dudes they talked to, yeah.
And something happened.
I guarantee, bro. He probably called a dude on the jail time, like, yeah, bro, dude, we all did the same, but dog didn't get no time. He got right out.
Exactly.
Everybody know when you get right out. Nah, bro, you spoke.
Right.
You spoke about something. So he dropped dog off.
That's crazy, bro.
In just a few months after Gotti took that photo, back in Atlanta, Lucci and some YFN members were riding in his Maybach, driving in the southwest side, Oakland City, Little Baby's neighborhood. They were looking for enemies, and when they found some, the YFN guys started shooting from the Maybach. The people they were shooting at sprawled out for cover, ducked, and shot back, hitting one of Lucci's guys in the head as he clung onto the Maybach doors. His own guys pushed him out the car and drove off, leaving him to die in the street.
Adams was killed in a gun battle that developed, then a short distance from the scene was dumped from the Maybach.
Treated like trash, some would say.
This failed drive-by triggered a 112
are you in the car with them
of
niggas,
Lucci
bro?
and his entire crew. The district attorney, who was only elected in January of that year, had been promising to go after any and all rappers with mob ties. She was doing exactly that.
These people that are committing violence, I'm taking a hard stance on them. In prison is where they're headed.
News of Lucci's takedown
She
hit
ain't
Atlanta
playing
hard.
with me.
Alright, she
As
been
police
getting
intercepted
them
direct messages
Oh, yeah.
with YSL members talking about how the state
be
was trying to indict them on a specific body. They were talking about Nut's murder. And to the government's surprise, the YSL members they were monitoring kept posting to social media talking about wartime. It's time to lace up. Something that baffled APD, who couldn't believe the online antics were continuing.
The brazen attitude they have, it's amazing what they're willing to put on social media, what they're willing to talk about, what they're willing to show picture-wise.
Just 2 months into the next year, 2022,
they like bragging.
in Fulton County Prison, a guard opened two
It
jail
sound
doors simultaneously.
It kind of sound like the young niggas the reason why they got all caught up. The niggas that they that's why they got.
Them the niggas they paying to do it though.
Yeah.
But they don't talk about it. They get like, dog, I just
shocked.
And they get followed.
Alone and exposed. He was attacked by a YSL member who started stabbing him with a homemade shank. But Lucci survived, and the next month, the mother of Young Thug's child was murdered in Atlanta.
They laughed, shoot. They laughed at us when they drove off in the car still shooting. They laughed while my sister was on that ground.
Most believed it was retaliation for the attack on Lucci, but it was actually just a freak coincidence. A random argument at a bowling alley that led to someone pulling the trigger and killing Young Thug's baby mama, which shows you how violent Atlanta was getting. Local journalist George Cheedy says this is only the beginning of a systemic takedown of rap crews in the city that have tied the violence.
It's gonna get worse? I think so.
Imagine,
like I said, there are other
Lil Baby decided not to sign
chocolate
with
block
Young
every
Thug.
month or two.
Baby would have been with them
until the
because
murder
Baby
rate starts.
they was cool, bro.
See, George is one.
Doug put Baby on, bro.
And he could have signed with
him. And he could have signed with him. He would have been taken down too. Lil Baby would have been taken down too.
That's crazy.
Cause they shot the dude. They went to what's called a neighborhood. They went to Lil Baby neighborhood and started shooting up the place. And Lil Baby, the niggas, I don't know, the niggas in his neighborhood dropped that nigga off. They let. That's crazy, bro.
One of only 7 states with RICO laws at the state level, and they've been taking down crews left and right. First, the feds arrested Rallo, who they claim was charting planes carrying millions of dollars worth of weed across state lines. Then the state took down Hood Rich Pablo and 25 of his guys on a RICO stint in Zone 6. Then last year, the DA nabbed YFN Lucci, and this year, they took down Young Thug and YSL. With 200 pieces of evidence, the state is ready to present. You're gonna see serious discussions on what's classified as art versus what the government can use in your music against you.
See?
That's it for this video. Leave me a comment on what video
they trying to get them niggas out of there, bro.
And I will see you in the next one.
Oh, bro. Dang, we gotta watch it on one of the things. The Pooh Shiesty one?
Oh, yeah, we gotta watch that one.
Nigga. That nigga is a... Bro, them niggas, the Memphis niggas.
That's they different. Them niggas.
It was a nigga that worked at my job. He's like, yeah, it's nothing good in Memphis.
Oh, no, it's not, bro.
He said Memphis.
Have you ever been, though? Like,
no.
Memphis is just Milwaukee. It is Milwaukee.
It's just a bad city. But it's good parts of Milwaukee, bro. We got suburbs.
Southern Milwaukee. It's a southern Milwaukee. Like, when I go to Memphis, I'll be like, it ain't nothing different in that bit but being at home. Except for the music be popping. That's the only difference. Yeah, like, the local artists are a lot better. And that was it. There's where the difference stops.
If y'all want us to watch the Pooh Shiesty one, please get this video to 200 likes and we'll do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll do it. Man, we appreciate y'all, man. This is GRC Crew, man.
We out. Be easy.
Hit that like too. Comment, please.
Turn on that notification bell as well.
Subscribe.